Hello and welcome back to Theme Parks and Attractions. Today I am going to give you a 2025 Thorpe Park merch tour. I'm going to get around the 6 shops here that I know of and I'm going to show you around, show you what's available for 2025, what to expect when coming to Thorpe Park, show you all of the prices. So let's have a little look around for 2025 at Thorpe Park. I actually visited here last week and now I'm back to do this merch tour for you. So let's check it out, shall we? And straight in, we've got the Hyperion t-shirts just over here. £30 on the Skyline Hyperion t-shirt. Now bearing in mind, you do get your annual pass discount when coming into the shops. But anyway, Thorpe Park do really good merch at the moment and I'm going to show you around. You've got the Swarm cups just over here, £12, they're quite nice. Got the Swarm bags as well, and then you've got the Swarm, one of these just over here. Yeah, but these cups here, I've been really impressed with these. When they did come out, this is not new for 2025, but these are really good quality. I'll tell you what, it's not lacking quality at Thorpe Park for the merch. I really like this Stealth 0 to 80 cup just over here. Yeah, you can obviously get quite a few of them and stack them up, which is good. Now another piece of merch that I do like is this white and blue fleece out here. I actually saw it last week. I was thinking if I was going to get something, I would get this because this is really nice. It feels really good as well. It's not a thin one, it's quite thick. So yeah, if I was going to actually get anything, it would actually be this. I do also like the Thorpe Park jumper. Not too keen on the t-shirt as much, but the Thorpe Park jumper is really nice. It's nice and thick as well. Really like that. And the price of that is £28 on the t-shirt and £50 on the sweatshirt. Yeah, the hoodie is £60. Bearing in mind you will get your discount on that. Got the really well themed car over here, just over here. You got your pin badges just over here. Got the Big Easy Boulevard, obviously that's from last year, isn't it? Got the Colossus one, Hyperion. Yeah, Thorpe Park have definitely stepped up their game on merch lately. Really impressed with the offering on the merch. Got the white signature mug over here for £8. Along with that, you can get yourself a nice notebook for £5. Yeah, there are 6 shops that I know of at Thorpe Park, and I'm going to be taking you in those shops. And obviously, you're looking for presents and things this year for your friends and family, or you might be looking something for yourself, and you might not know what's here. Watch this vlog all the way through. And then you'll find out. Another piece of merch that I do highly recommend is this. I'm not too keen on the Tidal Wave one, and the Inferno one's not too great either, but what I do recommend is this. That looks really good from the Swarm, and this will make a nice desk piece if you're looking to put something in a display stand. And what I actually like about these as well, they're really weighty as well. For £18, that is a good deal with your, they are all £18. That's a good deal with your discount, and definitely get the Swarm one. I'll tell you what, if you are a fan of Saw, I'm not a fan of Saw at all, I like the theming on it, but if you are a fan, that's not too bad either. But yeah, the Nemesis Inferno one, Tidal Wave one, not the best, but those two, decent. Got the Swarm wall art just over here. As well as that, you've got Stealth and Hyperion as well. That's £25. You've got your Thorpe Park socks over here. Now, if you are interested in the Legoland merch and the Chesington merch, we've already done those, and they are on the channel as well. Yeah, I do like this store. It's nice and bright and airy. You do have the blue version, different coloured versions as well. I highly recommend the white version though, because in my opinion that's a lot nicer, and I would get the actual fleece over there, the white one. Just over here you do have your snow globes. £35 on the snow globe. I'll quickly show you what that's like just over here. And of course, you've got all of the rides on there. So As you turn it around, you've got the Swarm, Colossus, Hyperia. Not really a fan of that one, if I'm being honest with you. Showing you what I like, obviously. Got the fleece over there, got those two resins over there as well. And you do have these hats over here on a very hot day. Grab yourself a bit of shade, £18 on the hats. Got the Saw socks just over here, £7.50 on those. And you've also got Stealth, the Thorpe Park ones. Got your Ghost Train merch over here. I've actually forgot, they probably do have a little bit of Ghost Train merch over there, but as far as I know, there's 6 shops here that I know of. It's quite nice, £45, not really my style. I like just the weight on there, but it's £45 if you do. Now in this store, obviously on the way out, you can get all your sweets in here, crisp. If you are on a long journey back, you can grab yourself something in here, and that's the price of it, $3.75 minus your discount. Or you can get yourself a nice ice cream, double caramel, quite nice. But I do actually like the pink lemonade myself. I actually had one of those the other day. And you've also got the Krispy Kreme donuts in here. Various prices. Grab yourself a drink, grab yourself Haribo. And that is pretty much the first store. I will see you over the next store now. I'm going to head over there for you now. Obviously you've got your Thorpe Park bags down there as well, £4 each. Now on a quick note, Thorpe Park do not provide bags. I actually went in the Hyperia store the other day and bought a resin, really nice one that if they've got it over there, I'll show you it later on in the vlog. They don't provide bags, unfortunately, so you might have to buy one of those if you don't bring a rucksack, because otherwise you have to carry it around with you all day. But that's quite nice, £15 on the bottle. But anyway, I'm going to it is very greeny though, this logo, isn't it? I'll tell you what, stick with the white one over there. Anyway, I'll see you over the next shop, and let's get over there, over to the next shop and see what's available over there. Well, I said there's going to be 6 shops today. Sweet Easy has also got some merch, so I'm going to take you in there for the second shop. Yeah, it's a really good looking sweet store in here. You've got the pick and mix over here, but you have got a little bit of merch just over here. And you've got the Candy Pips mug just round here, and you've also got the t-shirt just over here as well. It looks quite good. It's good that they're actually doing merch for obviously a sweet store, isn't it? This is more like a European part, because they do this type of thing over the likes of Phantasialand, places like that. So it's good to see, and these look really good up here, lit up as well, these tubes, obviously mimicking Pick-a-Mix. Now the Pick-a-Mix is £9.50. Obviously you've got your Merlin discount as well, so I'll show you how much you actually get for the £9.50 just over here. You do get quite a bit, even though it's quite expensive, £9.50, you do get quite a bit to fill up with. So yeah, minus your discount, it's not too bad after that for what you do actually get. And then whilst in Sweet Easy as well, you've got crisp ice creams, you've got a Monster just down there if you want to grab one of them, and various other things as well if you want some loose sweets just over here. Got some Millions, love a good Millions. What is your favourite flavour Millions? But yeah, it's a decent store. Anyway, on to the next one. We've got several more to do. Yeah, it's a decent themed sweet shop. On to the next one. Take you in the third shop of the day, which is the Nemesis Inferno shop, and I'm taking you through the back way. Let's have a look what's in this one. Now there are bigger shops around, but it's nice and spaced out in here, and you've got more sweets to the right hand side. Really nice and quiet because it's very windy today, so a lot of the rides at Thorpe Park have obviously gone down. Inferno, Colossus, obviously with the windy weather they go down here, don't they? You don't get that over Europe, but you do here unfortunately. And you've got the cups in the first shop that I've showed you, along with the other bits of Nemesis Inferno, because obviously we're in the Nemesis shop, aren't we? You've got the little Nemesis snow globe just down here, £12 on that one. It's a nice little one, so not too bad at all when you get your discount. It only comes to about a tenner on that one. You've got the glasses over here for £6. Got the Nemesis Inferno cup over here, that one's £12. and you've also got the hoodie up there if you are a fan of that. If you want a more basic one, you do have this black Nemesis one here, but you do have the orange and yellow on there. Let's have a look what else we've got around here. Yeah, as I've shown you, this resin in the first store, some bits of merch are going to be obviously in that first store, but you will find some merchandise that isn't in the first store and just tailored to the shop that you're in. That's what I'm showing you around all the shops for, because you'll see bits that aren't in other stores. So quite a cheap price there on that one. That's £8, but obviously minus discount it brings it down a little bit. Sounds like they're trying to test Inferno at the moment around the corner. This big one over here, the Volcano one, is £16. That's a massive mug. You've got the pens around here for £3 if you're looking for a pen. You can jot down when the rides are running at Thorpe Park, which isn't very often, is it? Anyway, moving on, we've got the Nemesis Inferno socks around here. Shoe size 7 to 11, interesting. You got the cap, but I'll tell you what, the cap's not too bad, to be fair. Not a fan of that design, but I'll tell you what, this one's not too bad. £18 on the Inferno cap. Let's have a look what else we got. Now, there is a nice bit of theming in this store. If you want a nice photo in here, come and get yourself a photo in this car just down here. Obviously that'd actually make a decent photo, to be fair, wouldn't it? Yeah, if you are thirsty, don't worry, they have you covered in this shop. You've got the big monster fridge around here. Lots of different flavours. What is your favourite flavour of Monster? Drop me a comment. Got the Fright Night stuff up there in this store. If you are looking for Fright Night's merch, they don't have it anywhere else that I know of. They might do though. They've got all that merch in here for you now, and this is why you go in the individual shops to see various things, because you might be looking for something, who knows. Got the saw over here. If you want more Merlin cutbacks, you can just obviously do this, or give the place a nice little trim. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, you got the slush popping machines in here. And that was the third store. Let's get over to the fourth store, shall we? Next store is going to be the Hyperion store. Lots of merch in here. Let's get in here and check this place out. You got the Hyperion bags over here. Yeah, these are quite nice. £30 for the backpack, just over there. Now, one bit of merch I do actually like is this just over here. I actually bought this myself, and this one is £18. Nice and weighty, lots of weight to it. So if I was going to pick one piece of merchandise at Thorpe Park, I would actually say to go for this. £18 on this one. And I think that's a good deal. Obviously, when you include your pass in it as well, it's a decent deal. But if you don't like that, you have got this one here for £18 as well. Obviously, this is new for 2025 as well. Got the, so a little bit out there, this one just over here. Got the Hyperion t-shirt over here. Yeah, there is quite a lot in this shop, as you'd expect, and you've got the iconic soundtrack playing as well. Just over here you do have the Hyperion white fleece as well. You've got the caps, these are quite nice, £18 on the cap, and then you've got them down there. But yeah, this is a really popular one just over here. Lots of people have this one, and this one's £70. Obviously comes down a little bit with your pass. It's another nice fleece just over here. And yeah, it's pretty much the Hyperion shop. Not a massive shop, but you do have lots of shops here, like I said, with lots of different merch in. I'm going to get over to the next store now. Now, there is a Saw store just over here, but it's actually closed today. But not to worry, I've put in an extra sweet shop. So we're still going to probably get the 6 stores that I promised you at the start. So let's head over there and find out what merch is in the other one, shall we? See you over there. over by Colossus now. Now I haven't actually got my microphone on now, I've actually taken it off, so hopefully the sound picks it up for you well. I'm going to take you in the Colossus store and show you what to expect when coming in here. I did have my microphone on earlier actually, but yeah, I've been going on a few rides, so I'm not going to connect it on each time for you at the moment. There's no need to, it's not too loud around here. You've got some Colossus bottles around here, £15 for the bottle. Got the £16 Colossus cups, pens, just like most other stores. You've also got a Colossus coaster. Interesting, that's new. Quite like that. Got the keychains down there. If you want to grab yourself a cap, and they've got these ones in here. Let's have a look what that one looks like, not too sure. There you go, Colossus cap. It's not too bad actually, it's a nice colour. Reminds me a little bit like a Ralph Lauren cap, the way it's designed. You've got the yellow on there, the blue. So yeah, quite like that. Not too much of a fan of this design here, but this fleece here isn't too bad. Yeah, all of this design obviously I'm not a fan of really, but this fleece not too bad at all. The cap's nice. Got that unlimited Fanta refills in here as well. Obviously if you are looking for something different, and you do have the Colossus bear down here as well. I'll show you him, he's quite nice, really nice. Don't mind the design on him. And as for resins, you do have the Colossus resin just over here. As I said, I'm a fan of the Swarm one in the other shop, and I also like the Hyperion one that I actually bought. So those are the two best resins on site in my opinion, but you know, you could like something else, something different, that's fair enough. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is head to the next store. See you over there. And before we do that, what I do like about this store as well is it gives you a fantastic view of Colossus. I don't think it's come around at the moment, but what a view it is. Look at that. I'll tell you what, if you do want a view, you see it going at the top of the lifter right now. If you do want a great view, then come in and get one. Obviously if someone's on the ride, just zoom in like that and get a great photo of them like that. Look at that. Next shop is going to be the Mega Store, which is obviously located right by Storm Surge just over in. Usually they have some different merch in here, so shall we get in here and check it out? Let's go in there, shall we? Tell you what, it's lovely weather today, nice and sunny, and it's great that summer's finally coming. Let's take you to the right first of all, and like I said, a lot of this merch is actually generic, some of it, but you do have little bits of items that are actually different. Like I said, you've got the Nemesis Inferno stuff over here. I've showed you that, so I'm not going to show you that again. You do have some random bits of stealth that I haven't actually showed you. Got the cup just over here, or mug, whatever you want to call it. You've also got the stealth water bowl. Let's have a look what else we got. You've got the stealth socks over here. The prices of those things are there. But yeah, you've got the fleeces, you've got it in grey or black, and then you've got the stealth white t-shirt. Hopefully the sound's picking it up for you at the moment. Like I said, not got the mic on now. It's quite nice. Not in my top 2 favourite resins, but it's not too bad. It's quite weighty. And interestingly, this is actually £6, which is actually a bargain. It's a £5 with a pass. Now that is interesting. I'm not going to buy that because I'm not that much of a fan of it, but I'll tell you what, £5 if you're a fan of stealth, grab yourself it if they've got any left. Got your Saw merch just over here. Got the Saw cup. It's probably the 3rd best resin here in my opinion. Yeah, if you are going to get one, get the Hyperion one or get this one, because this one's really nice. It's been here for a while now, this Swarm one. Obviously Swarm's really well themed, and that's obviously a part of the theming if you've not been on the Swarm before, which I'm sure you have. Now that one is £18, but yeah, that's a 100 notches above the other one, isn't it, that I just showed you. What do you think anyway? Let me know in the comment section. Hyperion merch, not going to show you that, I've just been in the Hyperion shop for you. Got some bags over here. You got the Saw bag, got the Thorpe Park bag over here. It's quite a big bag, to be fair. If you're going on Tidal Wave and looking for a bag, that might suit you. You got the Walking Dead t-shirts over there. Lots of Bears just over here, £12 on the bears, was £16. It's quite nice. Obviously you've got the logo on the bottom as well. Just turn you around and take you over here on the right hand side. Obviously I've showed you these in the other stores. Got various pins over here. Quickly show you, you've got the Hyperia pin over here. So many pins, I'll show you the cost of those pins just over there. Got the Thorpe Park banners just down there. Now you've got the fridge magnets as well, which are £6 each, minus your discount. Quite a lot there. Standout magnet for me is probably this one out of all of them. Can't say I'm really that much of a fan of the others. I mean, that one's not too bad, top right. Got some cups around here, more bottles. And you've even got a dog harness over here. And these are the prices. It's a bigger shop, this one, compared to something like the Colossus shop. You would expect that though. Give you a bit of a swing around here. Now I showed you this in the first shop, a lot of it was in that first shop. And what I actually said earlier is this is the fleece to go for, in my opinion. Nice and thick, so you're not going to get cold. If you don't want the fleece, grab yourself the jumper. I'm saying it twice on this one because that is probably the best bit of merch. If you are that much of a fan though of this colour, then grab yourself one of these. I wouldn't personally go for the other colours. I would go for the white one or that one, but that's just me. You might be different. But anyway, this is the store. You've got other drinks in here, other crisps, and that is pretty much it for this shop.
Remain single. You must remain single.